Hey, what's up, guys? I got some good news today. I'm kind of excited to do this video. It's an update on our friend Yevgeny Bobrichev from the Netherlands via Russia. So, if you guys watched the other video I did, he was banned. The Russians, all Russians have had their FIM licenses pulled because of the Ukrainian war. Unfortunately, Yevgeny wanted to come over here and race our nationals. We are not FIM over here. It shouldn't have been a problem. In fact, we're AMA Pro Racing, which is not even AMA. This office is in Daytona. It is not in Ohio. So I don't even believe the AMA Pro Racing is a subsidiary of the actual AMA. It's kind of complicated. It gets very political. But there's a little office in Daytona, which is the Daytona Motorsports Group, which is essentially NASCAR. NASCAR owns the Outdoor National Series. They lease it to MX Sports. Supposedly, they also sanction it from that. I suspect it's a lot of MX Sports writing their own rules, but it is what it is. I can't prove any of that. I just know there's a building there, and it seems very shady the way there's two separate buildings for racing and sanctioning bodies. But, side note, we got some American heroes, some badasses who stood up to the FIM and said, Yevgeny can race. But they live in Canada. That's right. Our badasses live in Canada. Kyle Thompson and the crew at Jetworks has said Yevgeny Bobrichev can race up here. Send him on up. The only thing he can't race is their Supercross series, which he only wants to race outdoors anyway. He's an outdoor guy. He's 34 years old. He's probably not going to learn Supercross at this age, but he wants to get some racing in. And he's welcome to race their outdoor series. I reached out to his team. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But at least that's a huge gesture and a huge leap of faith on their behalf. To me, that's what racing, that's what motocross is all about. Drop the politics, let's go racing. Let's get the best riders on the track together. Let's do that. I'm sick of this bullshit. Let's see, you can announce this race, but you can't announce this race because you didn't get your vaccine, blah, 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 with Langston. And now the FIM says it, so we're going to follow. Since when are we followers? Come on, man. This is embarrassing. And yeah, it all falls on one guy's head, Davey Coombs. Yeah. So people, he claims he doesn't have the power. Well, if you remember correctly, Ronnie Mack got FIM approval, or Jimmy Albertson had FIM approval. He's legally changed his name to Ronnie Mack, and he was going to ride the Des Nations because he's a qualified rider. He's good enough. He was going to ride it for Puerto Rico. Davey Coombs freaked out, said it was bad for the sport. Went so far as to actually get him kicked off the team. They had to call Kevin Windham. Kevin Windham filled in, which is pretty cool. But, like, if you don't have any power, you only have power when you want to. Listen, if he just says, hey, you know what? I'm a xenophobe and I don't want foreigners to come over here, I would actually I wouldn't appreciate it, but I would actually have a little bit more respect for it because at least he's honest. I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's a xenophobe. I don't know if he's a coward. I honestly have no idea. He's very well spoken. If you talk to him for 10, 15 minutes, you'll think he's the nicest guy in the world. But these decisions that he makes, and there's this evil side that wants to control everything, almost like a dictator. And yeah. Okay, I'm going to drop it because I don't want to go too far, but I'm clearly not a fan, and I hope with him in charge of motocross, the things that I see and the money, if you guys want to see the money and how it plays out between the track and MX Sports and the riders, one organization of those three takes all the money, MX Sports. The tracks do all the work, the riders put on the show, and MX Sports collects the dough. If you go, I'll put a link to it in this video. Check it out. If you got time, take some time. It's a long read. I broke it down. That article doesn't have any opinion. It's just facts and numbers from how the breakdown is at the events. But hey, Canada, thank you. Jetworks, badass. Guess what? I'm a credentialed media member in Canada. Woo! Later, guys.